AI is fast. Too fast. For senior devs, that speed is a trap. You're getting 10x more code, but you're also inheriting 10x more technical debt. Most AI assistants are just autocomplete on steroids. They don't care about your design patterns, they just want the code to compile. I've spent the last decade scaling production systems and cleaning up the wreckage left by fast development. I've seen how a few, helpful, AI suggestions can turn a clean hexagonal architecture into a big ball of mud in a single afternoon. Today, we're doing a high-stakes stress test. I'm putting Cursor, GitHub Copilot, and Tabnine through a production-grade refactor. No hello world examples here. We're talking complex dependency injection, strict layering, and state management. By the end of this video, you'll know which tool actually preserves your architectural integrity, and which one is just writing a maintenance nightmare for your future self. You've felt it. That rush of productivity when an AI generates a complex function in 3 seconds. It feels like a superpower. But for senior engineers, that superpower comes with a hidden tax. Most AI assistants aren't thinking about your architecture. They're thinking about the next token. They optimize for the immediate fix, not the long-term maintainability. Here's what actually happens. You ask for a feature, the AI suggests a quick utility function. It works, but it bypasses your established design patterns. It ignores your dependency injection rules. Do this 10 times, and you haven't built a feature, built a minefield. This is micro-technical debt. It's 1,000 tiny shortcuts that slowly erode your system's integrity. Suddenly, a simple refactor becomes a nightmare, because the AI introduced 5 different ways to handle the same logic across your codebase. You're coding faster than ever, but you're spending twice as much time fixing the AI's architectural hallucinations. The question isn't whether AI can write code. It's whether it can actually respect the blueprint. So, how do we stop AI from turning our codebase into a giant ball of mud? We run a stress test. I took a production-grade legacy module, tightly coupled, zero abstraction, and a nightmare to test, and tasked 3 AI assistants to refactor it into a clean, domain-driven design. The goal wasn't just working code. It was architectural integrity. I looked for 3 things: context awareness, adherence to design patterns, and the ability to avoid leaky abstractions. First up, GitHub Copilot. Copilot is the industry standard for a reason. It's lightning fast. But here is where it fails the senior dev. Copilot operates primarily on local context. While it suggested the correct logic for the refactor, it kept leaking framework dependencies into my domain layer. It optimizes for the line, not the layer. It gives you the fastest path to a green test, but it ignores the long-term maintenance cost. For a senior engineer, that's a red flag. Next, Tabnine. Tabnine is the privacy-first choice. It's excellent at picking up your personal coding style. But during this refactor, it was too conservative. It struggled with the architectural leap. Instead of implementing the new repository pattern I requested, it kept trying to polish the existing legacy patterns. It's a great autocomplete tool, but it's not an architect. It doesn't challenge the structure, it just echoes it. Then we have Cursor. Cursor is fundamentally different because it doesn't just look at your open tab, it indexes your entire codebase. When I asked Cursor to move the business logic into a separate service layer, it didn't just rewrite the function. It identified every single call site across 6 different files and suggested the corresponding updates to maintain the type safety. It actually saw the architecture. It understood that changing a method signature in the domain meant updating the controller and the test suite simultaneously. Here is the technical breakdown. Copilot and Tabnine rely heavily on the current Windows context. Cursor uses a RAG-based approach to index your local files. One sees the tree, the other sees the forest. But a word of warning for the seniors: none of these tools are set and forget. If you don't define your architectural boundaries in your prompts or your documentation, The AI will simply help you write bad code faster. To maintain integrity, you must be the architect. The AI is just the lead developer implementing your vision. So, the verdict: GitHub Copilot is a speed demon, but it's reckless. It ignored our layer boundaries and leaked database logic directly into the API. Tabnine played it safe. Too safe. It didn't offer a real architectural shift, just glorified autocomplete. But Cursor actually understood the context. It indexed the entire repo and suggested a repository pattern that actually scaled. It's the only tool that felt like it was thinking about the system, not just the line. If you want to test these tools on your own stack, I've put the links for Cursor, Copilot, and Tabnine in the description below. Stop letting AI turn your codebase into spaghetti. If this deep dive helped you rethink your workflow, hit subscribe. We're breaking down senior-level engineering patterns every week. Now, go clean up your technical debt